Hello, everybody. I'm Seth Weissman, and welcome to another episode of Safe Real Estate. Today, I want to start talking about some of the mid-year changes to the 2025 GAR forms. And at the top of my list are the changes that we made to the buyer-broker's compensation agreement. Specifically, we first changed the name of that form to the buyer-broker's compensation exhibit because really, in terms of how it is used, it is intended to be an exhibit to a purchase and sale agreement. So we changed it to reflect that. The second change that's important to note with that form is that we also took the signatures off of the form and instead replaced it with the parties' initials. And we did that because every exhibit in the GAR forms package has initials instead of signatures. And if you think about it, since it's already going to be an exhibit to a purchase and sale agreement, the agreement itself is normally going to be signed by all of the parties. So exhibits do not need to be signed. They can simply be initials. And then the third major change we made to this form is we more clearly stated that if the parties come to an agreement and sign this exhibit, it then cannot be changed without the written consent of the brokers who are receiving compensation pursuant to the exhibit. In other words, what we don't want to have happen is for all of the parties in this exhibit to agree to specific compensation and for the buyer and seller to later amend the agreement through a special stipulation that changes what is being paid to any of the brokers. Once the broker's compensation is set, again, what we want to make sure of is that it cannot be changed without the broker's written consent. I think all of these changes make this form a little better. I hope this episode of Safe Real Estate has been beneficial. As always, it's great to see everybody. Please continue to tune in. Bye now.